Hi there, it's Shell, and today we're going to make some ephemera using some paper. So I am just using a dictionary paper, and this is a pretty sturdy paper in that it's not so old that it would fall apart when I'm using it. So I'm just going to tear a couple of these out if I can without running them. Okay, I'm just going to show you with two of those, and then I also have some music paper, and I wanted to make some of these out of music paper, and I am just going to show you. Sorry, should have got more organized here. Just going to trim these down just to get rid of that rugged edge. You don't have to do that. If you like the rugged edge, then you can certainly keep it. You know, again, you know, do these the way you want to do them. Sorry, I had a little bit of hair there. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of give you an idea of what size these are. They are about 10 1/4 by about 6 1/2, just under a half. So, and what we're going to do is just make some little envelopes. So, I'm going to use one piece of paper for this, and this is for the larger size. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fold this. But I want to fold it so when I come back and fold this part down, the words are going in the right kind of orientation. I don't know why, but it kind of bugs me when they're upside down. So I'm going to take, and you'll have like 4 pieces here, and I'm going to take 2 of those and fold them forward. Again, these are inspired by Pinterest, and you know, if you want to look on Pinterest for some ideas. And then this one, you fold it underneath. But I'm doing a little bit, you know, a few things different in that I'm sewing around it and things like that. So again, just fold it in half. These go really quickly. And I found that if the words are upside down when you fold it this way, that the orientation is about right this way, or at least, you know, it's okay for me. And then I'm going to fold this one in, just like that. Very simple. I'm going to go ahead and ink these guys. It's because I think they're easier to ink, because I am going to sew around these, and that was not on the one I saw, it wasn't sewn. And I sewed around them, and I really like the look of sewing. So if you're using a really fragile piece of paper, then you want to maybe double it up. But when you're done, you do want to have, you know, one you can fold forward, one backwards, and one that doesn't change. So now I'm going to go ahead, see how fast that was? I am going to go ahead, and we're going to use some music paper, and I think I'll make 4. This seems like a pretty sturdy paper, and that just means that when I fold it, it doesn't crack and break. So that looks like it'll hold up, is what I'm looking for. And I'm just going to trim this. You can use any size paper, and that makes your little envelope whatever size you want it to be. So I'm going to cut this in half. So it's about 10 inches, so I'm just going to cut it down to 5. And we're going to have slightly smaller envelopes. So I'm going to just use, I think I used just one sheet of paper. And I'm just going to fold that, and then I'm going to fold it back this way. I'm just going to look real quick inside and make sure it kind of goes the way I want it to. So, did I just turn that wrong? Okay, so I want to fold that, not that way, this way. Nope, that way. I don't know. Okay, I think I want to fold it this way. And then, yeah, that'll work. And then I'm just going to fold over 2. And these make little teeny ones. And, you know, by teeny, these are about 3.5 by 2.5. So they're smaller than the other ones. And this is just using a half sheet of paper. About 5 by, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 5 by 7, almost 7. And that's how easy that is. Go ahead and fold all these. And then when I'm done, we'll have a huge, a lot for our stash. So I'm just going to fold this. Kind of look at the orientation, just make sure that my page is going the right way. And take 2, fold them down, and 1, fold it under. And then we'll have 3 tuck spots. So we'll have 1 here, 1 here, and if you glue it down, you'll have 1 here or 1 sideways, depending on how you glue it. So let's go ahead and do these 2 real quick. So I've been kind of playing with these today. I thought they would go really fast and easy, and they really did. So that was kind of fun. You know, sometimes you just want a really fast craft, and I think I've mentioned that before in this series. But I'm sorry I didn't notice who pinned these on Pinterest. It kind of reminded me of Patricia Viramontes, you know, thing that she would make, but it wasn't her style really, so it was more simple. So I don't think it was her, and I didn't notice the name. But if you shared this on Pinterest, then be sure and comment below so that we can credit the correct person. So just did that. I'm going to go ahead and ink around, and then we'll sew around it and decorate. These are really simple, really fast, and they just come together really quickly. And you're using up some stuff that you know, have in your stash, and you're building your stash really quickly, which is really nice. I'm just going to go ahead and go all the way around them. It saves me from coming back and doing another step there. So if you haven't already, be sure and go back and check out Monday's video. There's something at the very end of that one that you guys should watch, especially if you are a subscriber. So that's all I'm going to say. So, these are super simple. I really like these, and they're really, what I like about them was the simplicity. And I thought, oh, I could make tons of those in no time, you know. Wouldn't take very long, and I'll have a whole lot in my stash. So I'm going to go ahead and go around these as well. Now these are quite a bit bigger. They're about 5 by 3 1/4. And just using the bigger dictionary paper. And I figured, you know, sometimes you're going to want the big pockets in your stash so that you can use those on maybe a larger page, or, you know, just some place that needs something. Of course, these could be floating pockets if you didn't want to glue them down. That would work just as well. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're ready to sew. I'm going to bring up my sewing machine right here so you guys can see it. And I'm just using a single stitch, or straight stitch, sorry, because I don't want to take away any of, you know, my back in the, I don't want to take up any of my landscape or my land, yeah, I think it's landscape, I don't know. Real estate, I think is what I'm thinking. So I want to keep as much room in here so I can add the largest tag I can. When I was making mini albums, they always said, now you have a bunch of real estate, which just meant you had more places to put pictures or to, you know, journal or whatever you wanted to do. So on the piece that has the single page right here, I don't double back because I was doing that and it was cutting my paper. So I don't block that stitch, so I'll probably just put a dab of glue there if I feel like there's a problem. But these go so quick. I just knocked out a whole bunch of just a simple part. You know, just folding them and sewing them in just a few minutes. It didn't take very long at all. And again, I am just leaving them attached to each other so as not to waste thread. As long as they don't get in the way, then, you know, I don't have a problem with that. But do whatever, you know, you're comfortable with. And then we have the two larger ones. So I really like the sewing. You could totally skip this part. In fact, the ones that I saw on Pinterest did not have sewing. But I really like to add that element. I think it really adds a lot to a journal and, you know, to just a simple embellishment especially. And we're almost done. And there we go. And that's all the sewing I'm going to do on these. And I'm just going to trim those apart. But I think these would be so cute just in a little, you know, pocket, or you could even put a paper clip on the back and, you know, make it into a paper clip. You could make them smaller. That'd be so cute for a paper clip. So I want to show you, here's the ones I did earlier. So I kind of just zoomed through them. Sorry, I'm going to just a little bit, try to make sure I stay in frame. But I just kind of zoomed through these and, you know, did these. I had some that kind of tore, but what I'm thinking about doing is, like this one's pretty bad and I didn't catch this part, but I'm going to go ahead and put this in my book for samples, and that'll work just fine for that, you know. That way when I'm looking back and think, oh, I need something, what am I going to put, you know. So I tried to find my jute, but I didn't find any of it, my jute twine. So I'm going to use some crochet thread that my husband is making his doily out of. So I thought brown would go really nice with these, and it would kind of add just a little element. So, and this was definitely from that one on Pinterest. I just have to find the end of this. Oh, there it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use some charms right here. These are some I picked up in Durango a while back. I don't even remember getting them. But I came across them and I may as well use them. So I think that one will go really cute here. You could use lace, or you could use, you know, just something that you want to use. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of wind this around my card. I really liked that. I thought that was really a cool touch that they did. And I'm just going to kind of do it until I feel comfortable with it and feel like there's enough there to kind of make maybe a little impact, you know. And then I am just going to thread on a charm. I like adding hearts and, you know, things like that to my stash. So I think this will go really nice here. See if I can get it kind of in the center. I think I'll thread it from this way also. I thought you could do like a little, tag hanging from this. I think that would be really cute as well. But I kind of want it right there. And see how, I think that will stay. And then I'm just going to tie it into a little bow. I think that'll be kind of cute. Kind of whimsical, I think. And I like that. So I'm going to use my glue, and somehow I lost my pen, so I'm going to, hopefully it'll come out, or not. I'll glue it later. So I had that dangle thing, and the dangle's still there, but the pen came off, so now I have to kind of figure out what happened to it and hope I don't sit on it or something. But isn't that cute? Just super simple. I'm going to go ahead and decorate the rest of these up just because it looks like we have plenty of time. And, you know, just kind of decorate them when they're ready. When I'm ready to use them, they're already decorated. So let's do a smaller one. And then you just throw a few little, I'm going to wrap it around. Throw a few tags or something in each one of the little pockets. I think that'll be cute. I'm going to tie this into a knot since I kind of made it a little bit, the string too small. You could put washi tape here. You could put lace. I thought about adding some lace. But sometimes you don't want, you know, tons of decorated items. You just want something simple, something kind of classic looking. And this might be exactly what you're looking for. So I think I liked it where I kind of went under that one because it kind of gathers it up like this. Kind of gathers it up right there compared to this one. This one's kind of, you know, more spread out. So I'm just going to kind of go around under with one of these strings. And I think I'm just going to tie it in a knot before I tie my charm on, maybe. That'll work pretty well there. And then let's use leaf. That's kind of cool. just a little oak leaf. And put that on like that. And how cute and simple are these? I think they're really cute. Very, very simple. And it will be really fun to put these in a journal. So I do want to show you another idea real quick. Isn't that cute? I think that's really cute. So I like that. Let me grab. Start from here. And these are some vintage buttons I had in my stash. And I'm just going to grab a couple of these, the smaller ones, that I think will go nicely. And use a couple of those. There we go. I think I still have 3 left. And, you know, that's an idea too, is to just use up your buttons. Okay, so let's see how I can do this. And if you're worried about it, if you're worried about the string sliding, you could just glue it like on the back if you're not going to see the back or something. As well as if you wanted more journaling space, you could attach some coffee dye paper or something to the back as well. So I'm going to do that, I think. Cut this. And then I think I'm going to use that little white button.
I think she's going to stoke the thread.
Oh, hold on. I have thread over here, and sister is, actually she's still on my plastic eggs. I think she's okay though.
Okay.
So she's,
Here goes.
oops. She is my, here's the thread sister was trying to steal.
She's a pain in the butt.
Well, she loves girly things, so if it makes a little bit of a jingle, like these buttons, she'll usually come running, especially like if they're on the floor. So I do like my thread through both holes, or through whatever holes are in my button. And I'm just going to tie this into a little bow. I really like that. I think that's cute. That's cute. Really simple, but I think it'll add a lot to our journals. That's kind of cute. If you don't like the way it's laying, like it's kind of popping forward, but it doesn't bother me too much, I, you know, could go in and glue that down. Let's see about this one. Let's see what we can do here. Just a little bit more string, I think. And I'm just using the brown. Like I said, I just thought it would make a bigger impact than the white that I had pulled. And I was looking for jute, but I couldn't find it. And I've seen it forever, and then today when I went to find it, I don't know where I put it, so that happens sometimes. You know, you think, oh, I'll use that, oh, I don't need that, and then all of a sudden you need it, and you can't find it. Okay, so I'm going to go, let's see, I'm going to try to make this work. Let me see how I want to do it. I want to go from the inside, I mean from the top. Since it's a 4-hole, in one, out one, and just kind of make it look like that's the way it was actually sewn on. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. in one, out one, and I want to go in this one, out this one. And see if I can make this work here. Got tangles. Okay, let's see if we can do that. This didn't work as well as I thought it would, because I wanted it to be like there. I think I might have went in the wrong one. Okay, I'm just going to go with it. It's kind of all upside down and stuff, but it doesn't look horrible. And because I messed it up, and otherwise I'll have to fight with it, I'm just going to go with it. And then I will just kind of tie this. Like underneath the button. And I'm going to do one more just to make sure I don't have any issues. And then I'm going to go ahead and just have a little bit of string popping out from underneath like that. That turned out pretty cute. Sorry. It's pretty cute. And let's go ahead and do this last one. I think I'm going to go ahead and use this heart just because it's easy and simple. So again, I'm just using some string, putting on as much as I want to. If you had DMC floss or, you know, cross stitch thread or something, you could certainly use that here. You could really use anything depending on, you know, the look you're going for. You could use a thin lace to tie these on. I think that would be nice. Okay, let's do this. That is, do you hear that playing in the background? That is sister playing with an empty bobbin. And make sure they're empty so that she can't, you know, choke on the thread or anything. And there's that one. So let me grab some tags and I'll show you how they look totally completed. Okay, so I got my pile of coffee dye tags and stuff like that in here. A bunch of these tags I pick up from Tattered Dream. So I'm just going to go in here and grab some of the tiny ones. And then I have a pile of ones that I have kind of kept. Which, if I use these, I will put coffee dye paper on the back, I think. You know, if you wanted an extra journaling spot. And I would just tuck that in there. Tuck this one like here. And then have one in the back. Probably something like that. Maybe with some really pretty ribbon or lace in the little tags. I think that would be cute. And then we have this bigger one. And she also has bigger tags. So I think Denise at A Tattered Dream has like a set of 10 or something. So you get 2 of each size tag, which really works nicely. Here is some that were made from some vanilla folders. And if that would fit, I might use that as well. You know, just something like that. I think that'd work really cute. And I also think that these would be really nice if you wanted to decoupage some napkin on these, I think those would be really cute. So I just want to kind of show you again how I would use these, tuck some cute things in here, maybe. Let me see. I saw some other things in here, so I was just going to see what I have. You could certainly, you know, put one of Tim Holtz dolls in there. That would be a cute little embellishment. And let's see what else I have. So I think that's probably how I would use it. You know, I may put lace. You could put lace along, you know, the openings if you wanted to. You could either glue that or you could sew it. But I really love how these look, and let me clean up real quick and show you how many of these I made today, probably in well less than an hour. You know, I didn't get them all decorated, but that's quite all right because I can decorate as I need them. So I got these decorated. So I think those are so cute, as well as this one and this one. And I love these. I think they're so cute. Oh yeah, and this one. That one in the... There we go. And then the ones I haven't got decorated that are ready to go, you know, straight into my stash are these. So I have some little ones, some bigger ones. And what I was doing is I was just, you know, watching YouTube. I cut out some pages, straightened them out, and, you know, figured out the size that I want. This one is folded the opposite way because of the letters, but, you know, you can do them however you want to. So I have a few little ones, a few larger ones. Here's one that I kind of cut down quite a bit. I think I cut the white off or something. So it's a taller and narrower one. And then, of course, I have my little off one that I'm going to stick in my sample book. And I'm just going to pop it in there with a paper clip so that when I'm looking for inspiration, you know, say I'm out of these and I've forgotten about them, I can go back to that book and look. So you have to let me know which ones you like, which ones you prefer. Do you like the ones with the music paper, the ones with the dictionary paper? You know, how would you decorate yours? I would love to hear. Be sure and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Again, be sure and go and check out the video from Monday. Give this video a thumbs up. I would certainly appreciate it. It really helps out my channel. And subscribe if, I think I already said that, but subscribe if you haven't already. That really helps me out a lot. And thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you in the next video. You guys have a wonderful day.